Martinsville Speedway, here we are again. This is the United Racing Network. My name is Andrew Spears, and tonight I'm with Rob McDonald in the booth. It's been a minute since we've seen the BSC. Technical difficulties last week, unfortunately, when they were at Watkins Glen, but we are here. We are ready for some tight, short track action. You ready for it tonight, Rob?
Oh, absolutely. I was waiting for you to say super speedway, but
well,
we're not quite there.
We're not quite there. Plus, I mean, I've still got the super speedway energy into my belt since, Talladega was last weekend, so.
Yeah. I was supposed to be there, but, things come up, so.
Yep. But, Martinsville, I've told you before, and I'll keep saying it, it is my favorite short track. Bristol's up there. But Martinsville, there's just something about the low bank, tight corners, side by side. You're banging and beating all the way around this track just to get an inch, to give a mile. It's a lot. It's a lot of fun racing here.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at these guys, they're having trouble getting around this track, as we just saw Kelvin Ross eat the wall there on the front stretch. But these guys we're doing 125 laps here tonight.
Ooh. And 32% fuel loads. So that means that 32% fuel load means that these guys are going to be pitting a lot tonight. The tires are going to wear a lot more. The car is going to be a little looser in the rear end because the weight of the fuel is not there. By the way, Trackalicious, hey, how you doing? Looks like you're a first-time chatter here. We are excited to have you, and I can't wait to bring you. We can't wait to bring you the action of BSC tonight. And, Rob, I'm sitting here looking at everybody going around this track. And these guys have been battling all season long for points. And, there's just been a few up front. But, Martinsville, I kind of check it kind of like a super speedway race where, anything could really happen and you can make your way to the front. I mean, that front guy could get out just so far much ahead where he gets collected with some lap cars and get in an accident. And now he's falling back in points, and it gives the room for the little guys to move up in the point series. So, looking at the list of drivers we have here, Alex Witt obviously is dominating like he has been all season, but we do have a new name up there, Justin Johnson.
Yep.
Sitting in fourth right now in practice for speed, and was leading there for a little while. But, I mean, I'm just going to be interested to see where these guys qualify tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And, just looking at these times in practice, from our first spot, Alex Witt put down a 19.35, but our slowest person is Armand Brousseau with only a 20.23. So, I mean, there's only 0.9 of a second difference between the fastest and the slowest guy out here on the track.
Yeah. And out of 16 drivers, that means that we're going to have a lot of tight racing tonight.
Yeah. As Trackalicious said, here to support Alex Martin, go 6 wide in every corner. I mean, if you put it sideways, I'm sure that's about 3-4 wide.
Yeah. Now, I do apologize. I do still have this raspy cough, so if I happen to kill my mic right away, it is because I'm coughing my head off, but I'll be right back. So Rob is going to take care of that, take care of my portions of commentary when I'm not available because of me coughing my head off. Still don't know what's going on with it. Plan on going to the doctor this weekend to see what's going on. So, but yeah, I'm excited to see where we end up tonight. Can Alex Witt win tonight? Can we get a new guy like Justin Johnson? He's been in a few races. I think he's been in 3. Can he catch a win tonight? We'll see for sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, really, like you said, it's anybody's game out here because, as soon as these guys get further out, they'll run into lap traffic. And we've seen it before where lap traffic really causes an issue with the leaders, especially on a track like this where it's tight and narrow and these guys are bumping and banging the entire time.
Yeah, and bumping and banging is a understatement here. I mean, you can see the two portions of the track there when we enter these corners. You have the light section, you have the dark section. And all 16 drivers are going to be battling to stay on that white section tonight, that lighter section of the track. Because once you hit off that lighter section, you get into what they call the marbles. And the marbles are really tiny rocks that basically act as marbles. You ever step on a marble and roll your ankle or or fall. Well, these cars do the same thing. And once they get up into those marbles, they just spin every time. So they're going to be battling to get on that inside corner tonight, ride those rumble strips around the corners, and that's the fastest way around this track. But the crazy thing with this track is you want to enter high, midway through the corner. You want to be in that low spot, and then you want to exit high. So it's going to be a battle. Strategy, where you're positioned on the track, and how you enter these corners is going to be the key tonight on winning this race.
Yeah, and I mean, just seeing these guys, like I'm watching Noel Hanna go around right now, you can see the amount of brake pressure put into these cars because when they're entering these corners, their brake rotors are glowing. So those are getting hot. We may see a little bit of brake fade, which, if these drivers aren't careful, it'll bite them.
Yeah, and what he's meaning by brake fade, I mean, once you use your brakes, we've got 125 laps tonight. About lap 80, these tires and rotors are going to be so hot, they're going to start backing their corners up just to get slowed down to the point of getting to these corners. Now, I've not seen anybody complete in a fuel stint or a run. I've not seen these guys put in no more than about 40 laps. So we're going to have an issue with tires probably about lap 30. And you're going to see a lot of people just happen to go around. So we'll see what Daniel Mitchell can do tonight. We'll see what Noah Hanna can do tonight. Calvin the Boss Ross. I mean, all these guys. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Calvin the Fish Ross.
There you go.
We'll see who can actually maintain their positions and who doesn't get bit by the corners of Martinsville. I mean, they'll just reach out and grab you, kind of like the Monster Mile over at Dover. They'll just kind of reach out and grab you and turn you around. So we'll see where we end up tonight. Rob, who do you have?
I mean, it's hard to say. I don't want to pick anybody near the front. So you know what? I think I'm going to go with Andrew Jamelin tonight. He's always a contender when he's out on the track. And, he's sitting up there in points, so that's got to mean something. That's who I'm going with tonight.
Andrew Jamelin, I like it. So I'm actually going to go with the fan favorite tonight. I think Calvin's going to break out a win tonight. I got the feeling that Calvin's going to do well. I know a lot of his fans are in the chat now tonight. They're going to be, cheering him on, and I believe he'll be able to get that Killer Brownie Toyota Camry into the winner's circle tonight.
All right. Well, I know we have lots of Calvin Ross fans out there, so they're probably agreeing with you. But we'll see.
Yeah, we shall see. I mean, another reason. I mean, he is driving a Toyota right now, so.
Yeah.
I'm liking the Toyota, and I'm going to brag on myself for just a second, Rob.
Right.
Different league I race with. I race with them on Sundays and Mondays, and I got my top 2 best finishes in iRacing in this last weekend. Sunday, I finished 3rd going into the Chicago Street Course in the next gen cars. Let me tell you, they were a handful. They were a handful, but I ended up finishing 3rd out of a field of about 10 drivers. And then last night, I ended up leading 44 laps at Las Vegas in a 120-something lap race. I know that don't sound like a lot, but I was the lap leader. I led the most laps and ended up finishing 6th last night at Las Vegas. I had a poor strategy at the end. End up, not getting the tires I needed, but you know what? I'll take it. So celebrate the small victories. Ain't that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we got our picks in. You're going with Andrew Jamelin. I've got Calvin the Fish Ross. Now we just have to see where these guys qualify. Now we got about 1:30 left in qualifying. I just want to take a second to thank all. I'm sorry, in practice. And I just want to take a second to thank all the fans out there that have come back. We have had technical difficulties on 2 separate occasions the last few weeks, but we have everything figured out tonight. And with that, we brought you a better quality race, and I'll tell you why. Our back-end producer, Jacob Burton, has found out that we can use reshaders for iRacing, and now the actual live stream looks more real than it did. We took away the iRacing yellow haze and actually brought out the fluorescent lights at the track. So I hope you guys enjoy that tonight, and we always strive to create a better quality stream for you guys.
So what are we looking at track-wise here tonight?
So track info tonight, we are at Martinsville Speedway. That's located in, I think it's Martinsville, Virginia, I believe. We have a track temperature of 80 degrees tonight, so these guys are going to be fighting their tires at least for the first 15 laps to get them warmed up and get the track warmed up and rubber down on the track. Air temperature tonight 78 degrees. Humidity is 55%. That same weather front with partly cloudy with the wind going out of the west going to the east at 2 miles an hour. You know, I think that weather system loves us.
Well, I mean, every single race we're at, that's what it is. So, I mean, it's gotta. Either that or, you know, so in the military we had a thing, it was the weather sergeant major. Whenever we were out in the field, we swear he was just up there pushing buttons and just causing hell every time we're in the field. So, you know, maybe it's the weather sergeant major just being like, you know what? You're going to have the same weather every time you race.
That's it. Well, these guys are getting on track, getting their outlaps complete. We will be right back after this ad break. Make sure you guys go visit our sponsors and the link tree that our backend producer is about to hit the button on. It does help us to help the stream out when you guys go and order with our code URNW for W, and just visit jpalfonsostudios.com because he has some awesome artwork. He is a tattoo artist out of Atlanta, so just if you're in that area looking for a tattoo, you know, you can stop in there. Maybe they have somebody open that give you a good tattoo. He does a lot of good black and white work. If you want JP specifically, he's booked out about a year, so make sure you hit him up prior to that before you go up there. So check out them if you will. Now, looking at qualifying right now, we have a few people that have completed some races tonight, or completed some laps already. It looks like Alex Witt is our leader as of right now. He is off track. Noel Hanna is in that second position as of right now. He is completed with qualifying. Rod Sizemore, I'm not at all. Harmon Brusso there. We've not talked about him tonight. He's putting down some good laps. His last lap time was a 20.32. A little less than a second off of the pace from the leader. Currently in 12th right now. And then Chief Blaze, not talked about him in a minute. Chief Blaze is complete qualifying as well. He is shown to be in 14th. Justin Johnson is qualifying right now on his outlap. We're just going to ride along with him as well. And it looks like Justin Johnson has posted a 19.86, setting him 5th right now.
And a 19.77, so that'll secure his 5th spot.
And looking at the rest of the guys on track, we don't have too much longer left in qualifying. Noel Hanna, he looks like he's just trying to have some fun on track right now. But, you know, Rob, I've been watching these guys in practice, and, you know, I am thinking that we're going to have a pretty good, interesting race.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, just watching some of the qualifying, we've seen some guys spin out. During practice, we saw them spinning out. So I'm praying this isn't going to be a caution fest. But I know these drivers can handle their cars. So we'll just have to see where it's going to take us in 125 laps.
Yeah, tight turns, tight straightaways, 16 cars. I mean, if NASCAR can do it with 40 cars, we should be able to do it with 16 cars, right? Well, let me just stop you right there, because Martinsville is so intricate on where these cars are sitting. Like, if you get in the gas and your car is not completely straight coming out of these corners, you're around and you can't stop it. There's no way to stop it. And these guys are going to have to figure out their braking zones and figuring out how much they have to push these cars back once the tires start wearing out to see, who can make it to the end. It's going to be tire-saving strategies all night long, fuel-saving strategies all night long. You're going to see at least 2 pit stops tonight. Hopefully we can get some green flag pit stop action. We'll see. But these guys are going to be battling. And not to mention pit road itself, they have to stay on the right side of that white line until 5 to go on their pit boxes. And I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Because even pit road's tight. So, as we get ready to go green here, let's go to the grid. As of tonight, Alex Witt will be our leader and our pole sitter. He's going to be leading that inside line. On the outside line, leading the outside line is going to be Noel Hanna in the number 7 car. 3rd belongs to Daniel Mitchell. 4th, Andrew Jamelin. 5th, Justin Johnson. 6th, Cody Kern. Sawyer Guerra is going to be in that 7th position. 8th is Christian Strader. Andrew Amuquist is going to be in that 10th position. And Rob, I'll let you take it from there.
Well, you missed 9th of Jason Batby.
Oh, I did. He wasn't on track.
Uh-huh. In 11th, we got Rod Sizemore. 12th, Calvin Ross. In 13th, we got Armand Brousseau. 14th, we got Alex Martin. 15th, we got Chief Blaze. And in 16th, we have Anthony Rattle.
Nice. These guys will have two laps around. It is a short track. So the pace car will take them around twice. And then, hold on, did they update the pace car?
They did.
No, they didn't. That pace car has been there since 2011.
Well, see, it'd be nice if, everybody at home could see that, though.
I mean, yeah. They updated the pace car. I did not notice that.
Yep.
Nice. What is it? What car model is it? That's not a new Toyota, is it? That can't be. Oh, well.
I think we're still stuck here.
Oh. Guess it would help if I took us off that screen, wouldn't it?
Yeah. There we go. It almost looks like a Ford Fusion.
Kinda, but it looks updated. I don't know. We'll see.
Or a Volkswagen? I don't know.
Well, as that pace car comes off, Alex Witt and Noah Hanna's going to lead them down to the stripe here. And we will be green here at Martinsville momentarily as soon as Ted decides to let him go. You know what, Ted? Let him go. We're green here at Martinsville.
And Alex and Noel get quite the jump on the field there, but almost a little bit of contact.
Daniel Mitchell's around and caution is out. 23's around, 5's around. Everybody's around in the back trying to avoid. And that is what I'm talking about.
As well. Yeah.
Well, we're going to rack it back up and try it again. Alex Witt did get away from that, thank God. Well, Hanna did escape that as well. Andrew Jamelin fell back there. Actually, I think he gained one. back and check that out here. Well, Daniel Mitchell just got loose coming out of 2 there.
Yeah, it looked like he locked up the brakes trying to not get into the back of Noel Hanna there and just sent it around, and everybody just had nowhere to go.
Yeah, Noel Hanna come down and he overbroke the corner there and got it sideways, but then you see Chief Blaze grab Armand Brusso there in the number 11 car, just trying to avoid, the wreck that happened. Luckily, these cars have the new composite bodies. Even though there's some controversy with those right now, IRL, these cars should not take too much damage tonight. So,
I mean, at least we don't have to worry about them bursting into flames.
Thank God.
I'm pretty sure every Ford out there is at risk of that.
Yeah, there's a lot of Fords on track tonight. We only have 2 Chevys and 2 Toyotas tonight.
3 Toyotas.
Is it 3 Toyotas? Yeah, it is.
There's
okay.
3.
Yeah, Justin Johnson's on pit road at this time.
We will get them all lined up again, and we will try this again.
Yeah, and I think timing may be affected by that first lap crash. So if timing seems to be affected, we'll let you know. But iRacing sometimes freaks out with first lap crashes like that. Luckily, it's not what we saw at Charlotte. Pace car's gonna be dipping off. Rob, take it from here, please.
All right, as we come around, Alex Witt's going to bring us to that Geico restart zone. And we are going to be green here at Martinsville for the second time tonight.
Hopefully we can maintain.
As Alex Witt gets that little bit of a jump on the field there.
Everybody seems to make it through 2 and 3 as we have Daniel Mitchell on the wall back there. Was that Daniel Mitchell? I think it was.
Everybody seems to get through there all right. Alex Witt has opened up his lead to about a second now. And Justin Jones has crashed, and we're going to be back under yellow.
Yep, Justin Johnson. I didn't see that accident happen, but we'll go back and take a look at it here. Justin Johnson's going to be in the number 5 orange and white and black car there. Coming out of turn 2, he did well coming out of turn 2. Where does it actually happen? I believe it was in 3 and 4. Yep, coming out of 3 and 4, he gets sideways and iRacing to that caution. I don't know if I'd have threw it because he did maintain, didn't get around, but we'll see what happens with that.
I think they may have threw it just because there was a car behind him, but I don't know, that's a questionable call by the officials there.
Yep, and we're getting some love for the number 11 car out there, Armand Brusso. So we'll show him off a little bit. Armand Brusso is the league owner as of right now. Has been. He brought us aboard at the start of their season, and we have been happy to broadcast for him ever since. They put on some great races, and we appreciate everything Armand does. So.
I'm getting yelled at by the drivers.
Why's that?
Saying it was an iRacing caution. I know. The iRacing officials, that was a questionable call.
Justin Johnson takes it back to pit road here. We do have 2 quick repairs tonight. And what that means is if you're not familiar with iRacing talk, 2 quick repair means that you have 2 extra cars on the trucks. When your car is trash, you can grab one off the car, off the hauler, put it back out there and race it as if it's a brand new car. Now, what sucks is when you run out of those cars, you have to sit on pit road just like you would IRL to get those repairs made. So, luckily, we will not. Hopefully, we will not see a lot of those tonight. Alex Witt has a good lead, or had a good lead there before the caution came out. You see him there in the 594 car.
The Simpsons car.
Yeah, that's what you claim it to be. I call it the donut car. Lights on the pace car are off. We'll be racking them back up for the second time tonight, going to green for the third time tonight. So let's see what happens. Justin Johnson has spun out twice tonight. Hopefully he will keep it off the wall and keep it off the wall and in the right direction. Noah Hanna and Alex will be leading their lines down to the respective Geico restart zone, where we will start the race again. And we will be green here at Martinsville again, hopefully to stay green for a little while.
Yeah, let's hope, and that way these
Christian
guys
Strader. Christian Strader had to avoid there and actually falls back. They're 3 wide coming down the backstretch here.
Hopefully we can stay green for a little bit so these guys can get some heat into these tires.
And Justin Johnson is aggressive tonight. He has made his way back up to 12th. And the 94 car of Alex Martin goes high there. We do have a car that's having some connection issues.
It's going to be the 12 Jason Batby. Showed him drop down to about 12th before he regained his position in 9th.
Daniel Mitchell's on his outside trying to get by him, so there's not any issues there. But Jason Batby is right on the tail of Calvin Ross as Justin Johnson goes around again. He does keep it. He did hit the wall, but we are going to stay green here at Martinsville.
It's a tough break for him.
Yeah, he was moving through the field. As the number 20 car, Calvin Ross is getting sideways, and he's around. And Calvin Ross will bring out the third caution of the evening here at Martinsville. Now, Calvin Ross.
Break.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, that's just a tough break for him there. But as you said earlier, these cars, if they are not straight when you get back in the gas, they're just going to snap on you and get you around.
Well, it looks like the 17 car also coming out of the corner there and caused Calvin to kind of overcorrect that car in the corner, and he probably slammed the brakes on too and just got it around, unfortunately. We do have some drivers coming to pit road now. We have a few. Let's watch pit lane. And Sawyer Guerin, the number 54 car, will become our leader. Noel Hanna, Alex Witt's on pit road now. Looks like they're just gassing up and going. Looks like Noel Hanna was in the wrong gear, maybe, or he had some issues on pit road. That's definitely going to cost him in spots, as Noah Hanna is back to that 15th position. Here comes Calvin Ross there. Did Alex Witt go a lap down?
I don't believe so.
He may have gotten a penalty of some sort. There he is falling back. But now it's up to Sawyer Guerra and Christian Strader. They'll be the two leaders of the lines tonight. We will see what happens as we go back green here shortly. But, you know, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, but we have a lot of racing left to go. So hopefully we'll see these guys calm down a little bit and take it easy going forward, because we do have such a long race left.
Yeah, that's true. And looking through, I don't see Alex Witt having a penalty. So I'm not quite sure what happened there, because I do know he got out before Noel Hanna.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Sawyer Guerra is going to lead us down to the stripe again. He has the broke scrub cup on his car. That's the lead we're presenting for tonight. The Pepto-Bismol number 54 car is going to lead him to the Geico restart zone, and he'll go whenever he feels like it. And I guess it's going to be there at the end on the last Geico logo because we're back green. He gets a heck of a jump on Christian Strader as Christian Strader maintains, and Sawyer Garrett's around in front of the whole pack.
And Justin Johnson has also spun out.
It's not Justin Johnson's night.
No, it's definitely not. And Sawyer Garrett jumped to the pit there.
Yeah, I think he was doing that to avoid any accident with anybody else. As you see, Christian Strader, it's going to be our new leader tonight. Andrew Armiquist in second, Daniel Mitchell in third, fourth, Rod Sizemore and Chief Blaze rounding up the top 5. Rob, it's turning into what I expected it to be to a point. You know, not saying anything bad about these drivers, but this track is just that tough.
Yeah.
You have to have hours upon hours upon hours of practice at this track, even to get a lap in that's worth, you know, qualifying with. And these guys have been practicing, but, you know, with temperature changes and the way the cars change under the, you know, fuel load restriction that we have, it's hard to prepare for something like that, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know I wouldn't be able to race this. I mean, I'm not a short track guy, though. But I have to give props where props are due, and these guys are doing an absolute amazing job so far. You know, we may only be, you know, almost 25 laps in. Of this 125 lap race, but it's a tough track tonight.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the way the weather has been tonight. The weather's actually cooling the track off. We're down to 77 degrees in the air temperature. The track temperature is 79 degrees, so we've actually fell off a degree. And these cars don't like a cool racetrack.
No.
So I mean, it's up to everybody to give everybody enough space tonight that they need to get around this track. It's up to the drivers to maintain that distance. And a lot of these guys are fighting for that first spot because they all know that this may be a caution-filled race, meaning that they need to get to the front to get a good position to finish.
Absolutely. As the pace car dips down, and Christian Strader is going to bring us to the Geico restart zone. And we are going to be green here back at Martinsville. We're praying for a long green flag run.
Yeah, these guys know Armin Brusso and looks like Cody Kern's on that high line there, as you see them in the back there. Daniel Mitchell running in second. Third is Andrew Armiquist. All doing pretty good, but we have Chief Blaze fighting. Oh, as a 56 car of Rod Sizemore goes around. Looks like Calvin Ross is involved. Alex Wick takes a heavy hit into the wall. And that's going to bring out caution number 4 or 5.
It's 5.
A lot happening in that wreck right there. Looks like Justin Johnson got around. The 56 car got around as well. And you see that hard hit by Calvin Ross and Alex Witt there. There will be some pit stops made after that hit. '94 car Alex Martin has some damage there. You see it on his right front there. The left side of that car is damaged to a point. It may not be enough to affect the aero. Now, you can go around this track and not have to worry about aero. Mm-hmm. What you need is your tires. You need a good steering alignment. So.
Yeah. Now, with that damage, though, he could have damaged the toe link there. So that camber may be off a little bit as he does bring it down pit road. He'll probably get that extra car rolled off the hauler.
Now, is he facing a black flag right now, or a meatball flag is what they call it with iRacing, a repairs needed flag?
I do not see one. No, I do not see one right now. He is getting right side tires and left side, so he's getting a full 4.
Norman Brusso also sitting on pit road. Sawyer Garris sitting ahead of them in the corner pit stall.
Yeah. And it doesn't look like Alex Martin's getting the spare car rolled off. He may have just had a few seconds of optional repairs there, or required repairs, to get him back out on the track.
These guys will have one to go here at the line. Daniel Mitchell actually is showing he was going down pit road, but pit lane is closed, so we'll be one to go this time by. And with this, we are going to, sit here and talking about strategy so far. So I know strategy has been destroyed so far. Considering the long flag strategy, the short flag, cautions, consecutive cautions strategy. What do you think these guys are doing now?
I mean, it's really hard to say. They probably have maybe about 15 more laps of fuel with all the cautions that are in here, I'm guessing. And so it's really hard to say. I mean, the leaders came in earlier. Alex Witt, Noel Hanna, Andrew Jamelin. They all came in early. So, so it's hard to say. These guys ahead of them, they didn't pit. So we're gonna see them come in soon. But when those guys do, is Alex Witt and everybody else at pitted going to come in at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, these guys should have enough. As much as we've been on these same tires, we should have some grip back into these tires now. We just got to get through some laps now. So, but I've noticed this with iRacing. Once these guys, get about 30 laps of cautions under their belt, they'll start figuring out that, hey, we need to calm down a little bit. As Calvin Ross almost gets sideways there, coming off of turn 4. But they start giving everybody room, and they'll start single filing out and just picking their battles, as you see what they're doing right now. This is where I call everybody, giving everybody enough room to race. But the big thing is, we got to start looking at who's going to start backing their corners up. Are these guys going to be able to corner the guy in front of them well? As you see back here in the back here, Calvin Ross and, Chief Blaze and Andrew Jamelin fighting for a spot as Andrew Jamelin goes high the block. Oh, we have a car almost getting sideways back there. Rod Sizemore on the 56 car. He does save it, but goes down a position or two.
We've got Alex Witt battling his way all the way back up to second now.
Yeah, he's trying to hawk down Daniel Mitchell. Daniel Mitchell is leading the race right now.
And he's doing it slowly.
Yeah,
it was about a second and a half back as Justin Johnson has crashed yet again.
Bringing out the 6th caution of the evening. Looks like he didn't corner. Oh, Noel Hanna got into the back of Justin Johnson, sent him up high, and Justin Johnson locks up the car and tries to get it going back straight. Not sure why that caution come out. Watching it here from a different angle. Noel Hanna does get into the back. He does not corner Justin Johnson well, but Justin Johnson does not.
I think it's because he almost came down into traffic. iRacing is,
Questionable on that one.
yeah.
Questionable to say the least.
But now this opens the door for Alex Witt to take back the lead, as he's going to be starting on the outside of Daniel Mitchell when we go back green.
Yeah, it looks like Batby, Johnson, Sizemore, and Martin are all on pit road right now. Guerra's on pit road. I don't see another individual racing tonight. I'm kind of shocked. But that's Kevin Coleman. I don't see him on track tonight.
Yeah, it's we saw him at he was out there at Watkins Glen. We did see him there, although we were having some technical difficulties, so we couldn't bring that to you guys. But yeah, it's odd to see him not out here on the track, because I know personally he loves these short tracks.
Yeah, when I've raced with Calvin, I mean, not Calvin. I've raced with Kevin Coleman a few times, and Watkins Glen, not Watkins Glen, but Martinsville. Not going to survive tonight, I don't think. Martinsville has always been a good battling race between me and him. We always battled hard when we came to this track specifically. And he told me that this is one of his better short tracks he races at. But, you know, it sucks not to see him out here tonight. Maybe we'll see him next week.
Yep.
And don't miss next week as we get ready to head to, we pull the schedule up here. We'll be at the Poconos in Pennsylvania. We'll be doing a 55 lap race there. So it'll be interesting to see what happens at Pocono. Pocono is a very interesting track. 3 separate corners. Every corner is different. So it'll be interesting to see how these guys take us through that course as we go there next week. Should be some tight, fun, fast-paced action next week as we go there. Don't miss it. We'll be live same time we were tonight, 6:45 Central, 7:45 Eastern. I'm getting it.
You're getting it slowly, but you're getting it.
Daniel Mitchell bring us down green again. Alex Witt on that outside line. And looks like Alex Witt's going to dive bomb Christian Strader there. Oh, as he gets to the contact, accordion affecting the field there. As we have some people on the wall in the back. Alex Witt's battling hard right now with Daniel Mitchell. And Daniel Mitchell is going to let him inside. And Alex Witt may pass him here coming into turn number 1 here. They are still side by side, door to door, bumping and banging, coming through 2. And Alex Witt will take that position. As Alex Witt gets sideways, Daniel Mitchell take it back.
It was a beautiful save by Witt.
Yep, and now there's going to be a side-by-side battle for second between Christian Strader and Alex Witt. Alex Witt will take that back from Christian Strader. Over here, Justin Johnson's kind of got it under control now. And we will have a stage break at lap 55. We will have a stage break at lap 55 unless we get into a pit stop situation.
Ross has crashed.
No damage on the car.
Brings out the 7th yellow flag, I believe.
Calvin Ross in that number 20 blue car there. Looks like he didn't corner the number 65 well and just gets around. Justin Johnson was almost collected in that one. And I'm not sure if this will be the stage break or not, or if they'll have a green-white checkered for the stage. We will find out.
So this is not going to be the stage. Stage is at 55. If it was within 5 laps, then that was going to be the stage. But because we were outside of that, we are going to be a green, white checker to the stage.
Nice. So they will get stage points for winning. So if Daniel Mitchell can hold off Alex Witt, which Alex Witt was hard charging right there for sure after his setback earlier. But if Alex Witt can hard charge Daniel Mitchell for during the green, white checker, he could potentially win the stage and get those precious stage points that we all need to advance. And we're going to try to speak with the stage winner here when we reach this semi-halfway point. So stick around for that.
They're giving a warning to the drivers about being interviewed mid-stage.
It's like we have a parrot talking somewhere.
Yeah.
Now Sawyer Guerra is still on pit road. He's been on pit road for 16 minutes. I'm not sure if he is just setting this one out the rest of the race, but he is currently looks to be 30 laps down at this point. So unfortunately, that may have been the end of the night for Sawyer Guerra, but his pit crew, his crew chief, all sitting on the box there, just talking to one another. Maybe they'll bring him back out.
Maybe. I know he's probably got his phone in there because he's posting stuff in general. So I don't know if he'll be back out on the track. We hope to see him back out on the track, but we don't quite know yet.
I just seen the meme.
As the pace car is off, Daniel Mitchell is going to bring us to that Geico restart zone.
Alex Witt on that outside. Stacking them up, going. And he does get a jump, but Alex Witt's right there on his butt, pushing him through the corner. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Alex Witt goes inside. They bang. They touch. They bang and touch some more, and Alex Witt's going to have him as Alex Witt, Daniel Mitchell. Everybody is wrecking behind. Everybody's slamming their brakes on, and caution is out. Stage end. And Christian Strader will walk away with that one. Wow. Let's go back and watch that. Noah Hanna dove to avoid it. I mean, it. Go back and watch this one more time here. The two battling it here. And it looks like Alex Witt started pushing the car. The car started pushing upwards, and Daniel Mitchell started going in, like, towards the inside wall, and they just collect each other.
It looked like he got a little loose coming out.
And the number 17 car there. And Andrew Romuquist got loose as well. Noah Hanna got turned. It looks like Justin Johnson made it through that wreck potentially.
Yeah, I do believe so.
Let's ride along with Justin Johnson and see what he saw. Just wrecking all around. He does get by, but is sitting in 5th right now after that stage. Let's talk to, was it Christian Strader, I believe, the one that won that stage?
Yep. See if we can get him. Christian, this is Rob in the booth. How you got me?
Hey, what's up, Rob?
Well, congratulations on the stage win there. I know, it was probably not the way you wanted to win it, but
hey,
you did get it, so that's going to be a little jump in your points there. So how are you feeling about this race so far?
I'm feeling all right. I feel like I have a decent car, but the 594 and the 25 are definitely a little bit better. Just more of I lucked out with the stage, and I hope that I can luck out at the end of it.
Yeah, well, we said that earlier. You know, this track is kind of like super speedways, where, you know, it's really anybody's game once we get in. We haven't really seen the long green flag runs, but you know, clearly it shows that anybody could win this. So
Yeah, I'd like to see at least one long green flag run here. I don't know. I think that I might have probably like a top 5 car, and getting spaced out would be kind of comfortable for a little while there. Because these restarts are a little hectic. Definitely up on the wheel. Ready to kind of get into a groove.
Well, I can tell you from experience, give the guy in front of you some space, always check your mirror, and keep the thing going straight out of the corners. That's my advice to you. So,
Yeah. I'll do my best keeping it straight, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of the race.
yep.
all right,
Good luck, and hope we'll be talking to you again.
Yeah, man. Have a good day.
Such a nice person.
he is.
Calvin Ross, baby. He is leading us down to start stage number 2. Fans in the chat go crazy. He's going to have a heck of a jump here because number 3 car is going to be getting that penalty if he gets over a certain mile per hour. And Calvin Ross takes us down into the first turn. Gets a good jump there.
Yeah.
Everybody in the back here does well getting through. Daniel Mitchell 3 wide right now with the 94 and the 17. Justin Johnson 2 wide back there with the number 65. Calvin Ross is getting hawked down by Jason Batby, Chief Blaze. Right behind him, Alex Witt trying to make its way through the field here. Calvin Ross has found a groove right there on that middle line. Oh, and 3 wide, Christian Strader, Daniel Mitchell, all 3 wide, 4 wide almost in the back there.
Alex Witt's on the inside of Calvin Ross there as Calvin Ross goes high.
Anthony Rattle, who had a lot of issues in practice, just put it into the wall. No yellow flag as of yet.
We are remaining green here.
And Alex Witt has taken the position from Calvin. Let's go back and look at that. Just got a better corner than Calvin did.
As Andrew Jamelin gets around, we're under yellow now.
Yeah, Andrew Jamelin, I think he tried to use the wall to help him slow down and just grabs that outside wall. That outside wall is protected with a safer barrier, so hopefully not a lot of damage there and he can continue racing. And with this, guys, we will be right back after our short Twitch ad break. We're going to take you side by side, so hopefully you don't miss any of the action. We'll be right back. Well, Rob, we are back from the side-by-side break. We're going to bring you the rest of the action live, the rest of the race. No more ad breaks, no more side-by-side action. We are going to be taking it green here with Alex Witt and Calvin Ross leading their separate lines here. Can Calvin Ross get a jump on Alex Witt? We shall see as Alex Witt is going to be controlling the field here. Alex Witt gets a heck of a jump, and Daniel Mitchell and Alex Witt will be battling now as Calvin Ross slams the brakes on early there, right in front of Jason Batby. 3 wide action right now, the 23-3 and 29. The number 5 gets really, really close there. Looks like Christian Strader. 23 is around. 17 goes around, and we are back under caution for the 10th time here at Martinsville. Anthony Rattle's just not having a good night either.
No.
Who was involved in that one? It was Chief Blaze and
Noel Hanna, Alex Martin, the 23 as well, which is going to be Cody Kern.
yeah, 23 looks like he just got loose coming off of, what was that, 3 there? Oh, and the number 3 car. Chief Blaze has some heavy damage on that right side. He has definitely broke a toe link in his car, and we'll be bringing it to pit road. Andrew Jamelin's on pit road as well. Chief Blaze will be getting his right sides fixed, grabbing a new car off the hauler. Those toe links can take about 8 minutes to repair, and that's a lot of laps here at Martinsville.
Yep.
I love the wheels on Calvin Ross's car. The baby
Yeah, they
blue
look-
color.
Yeah.
They definitely glow when the red rotors of the disc, of the brake disc start lighting up. They just kind of glow, you know?
Yeah, they look great on that car. I've always been a fan of the light colored wheels. I don't know why.
Yep.
But now this is another familiar sight of Alex Witt and Daniel Mitchell leading the pack here.
Yeah, they'll be leading the pack here. When we go back green shortly, we should have at least one more pace lap to go after this. So, I just want to take a second to let everybody know that it's October. Now, Rob, you know what's in October, right? You know what's big in October?
Halloween?
Well, but breast cancer awareness.
Oh, yeah.
And we are a proud supporter of the breast cancer awareness of charities across the world. And with that, we hope everybody else, I know everybody else is a big supporter of breast cancer, fighting for the cure. And I just want to say congratulations to my mother-in-law. She actually had breast cancer and beat it a few years ago. So, this is a very special month for her, and I'm just going to give her the recognition she deserves for fighting that horrible disease and winning. So
Yeah, absolutely. Hats off to her.
yep. Lights on the pace car are off. Pace car will be dipping down into that pit road, entering turn number 3. Coming out on turn number 4, Alex Witt, Daniel Mitchell leading their respective lines, with Calvin Ross leading or following right behind Alex Witt. Alex Witt will start the race as he gets a heck of a jump here, going off of that green flag. Everybody seems to get through. Got some people leaning on one another in the back there. Looks like Anthony Rattle had some contact there. Sparks flying. The number 11 of Armin Brusso is up in the wall. 3 wide coming out of 4 there. Andrew Jamelin side by side as Christian Strader's around. A lot of cars are around. Alex Martin's around. Alex Martin actually has a lot of damage on the front of that Ford Mustang.
Brusso caught up in that.
Christian Strader is already around there. Let's go back and look at that one more time. Looks like Christian Strader just got loose. Christian Strader in the number 29 car right in front of Daniel Mitchell. Just grabs that outside wall and just gets collected. A lot of damage there. It looks like the toe link was broke on that that left-sided drive tire. So there'll be a.
You just saw Chief Blaze kind of slam into him there.
We have action on pit road. A lot of cars have come down to pit road. Alex Witt is on pit road.
Looks like we had 5 cars that did not pit. And that's going to be Rod Sizemore, Anthony Rattle, Noel Hanna, Andrew Jamelin, and Armand Brusso.
And Armand Brusso was collected in that accident.
He may not have had a lot of damage on that. And the front of his car, though, it's a little pushed in.
Yeah, but we don't necessarily worry about the front of the cars here. But since we have a second to talk about some things, Rob, let's talk about the championship points. We didn't do that pre-race, so let's look here right now at what's going on with the points. Alex Witt has a, I'd say, commanding lead right now over Daniel Mitchell, but Daniel Mitchell is fighting for this win, which would give him a big boost in points to catch Alex Witt. But if Alex Witt finishes a second, he's still going to be that far ahead. So these are the points as of right now. We shall see what happens going forward, but this is what they are right now. Rod Sizemore, Anthony Rattle will be leading the pack down. So they'll be getting, at least Rod Sizemore will be getting a point for leading a lap tonight. Looks like Alex Witt and Daniel Mitchell will have to battle through the field once again to get back up to their respective spots of 1 and 2. It's good to see some unfamiliar faces in a familiar spot. We've been watching from the front of the race all night long because there's just been so many position changes tonight. And I'm hoping to see Anthony Rattle or Rod Sizemore actually take home a win tonight. We are getting close. We're lap 83 of 125.
Yep, we're getting there.
Lights on the pace car are off. Rod Sizemore will lead them down to the stripe. Rod Sizemore will enter that Geico restart zone and bring us back green. And it looked like Anthony Rattle may have got a penalty there for jumping the start, but you'll see as Anthony Rattle goes high, actually goes too high there. Daniel Mitchell will take that spot away from him. Cody Kern's on his rear. 4 wide right now on the backstretch, entering 3. I seem to get that sorted out rather quickly because 4 wide entering 3 would have been a bad idea. Bristol's still on the wall there. Christian Strader's trying to fight his way back up to the field. Rod Sizemore, Noel Hanna battling for first now. As Christian Strader, we have another accident in the back. Anthony Rattle involved. Anthony Rattle went down pit road. Calvin Ross is involved. Number 12 car of Jason Batby involved. Number 94 car of Alex Martin involved, and Chief Blaze, I believe, was involved as well.
Tough break for those guys. Bring out another caution
Oh,
here.
Daniel Mitchell got slammed into the wall twice. Daniel Mitchell's having a heck of a.
Yeah, that left front tire is not moving.
I thought it looked a little weird sliding back around there. Calvin Ross has been involved in a few accidents tonight, but nothing that was too major, but that was probably his hardest hit of the evening. Thank God for 2 quick repairs, 2 new vehicles. He doesn't even have any damage on the car.
No, it doesn't look like it. We knew coming into this race it was going to be tough, and these guys are clearly showing it.
Yeah, Daniel Mitchell is still sitting on pit road here. Like I said, it takes about 8 minutes to get a toe length repaired, so his night may be done. Take that back, he's rolling. But he'll have to do another front-to-back move if he wants to win this race tonight. Noel Hanna, Rod Sizemore, Alex Witt, Andrew Jamelin, and Justin Johnson. A guy that has had a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of upsetting moments in this race early on, but he's sitting in 5th right now, and that reminds me of a book I used to read called The Little Engine That Could. I think I can. Dang, I just crashed, but I think I can. Up to 5th. Maybe he can catch a win tonight.
Maybe.
Sorry, Gary. Christian Strader is still sitting on pit road now.
Are you talking about Thomas the Tank Engine?
No. There's a book called the... Please tell me somebody has a kid that's read that book, because I cannot think of the name of it, but it wasn't Thomas the Tank Engine. It was The Little Engine That Could. The Little Engine.
That's it.
The Little Engine That
That's
Could.
it. Yeah.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
It's basically the same thing.
No, it's not.
Pretty
Thomas
much.
the Tank Engine was from Great Britain. The Little Engine That Could was from a fantasy land of little engines that could.
I remember reading that book as a kid.
Yeah.
I just couldn't think of what it was.
That book was supposed to instill confidence and build your I guess your self-worth, but every time I said that and I still couldn't do it, I know that book lied to me. So
Yeah.
Noah and Rod Sizemore leading their respective lines out to the Geico restart zone, and we'll be green entering lap 92. We have just a little more to go as the accordion effect happens again, as Noel Hanna causes the accordion effect. 3 wide. Daniel Mitchell moving through the field already. Up to 7th now, as he taps the back end of the number 17 Omniquest. A lot of aggressive driving here. You're going to start seeing that here as we enter.
Some contact between Alex Witt and Noel Hanna there. 102.
Justin Johnson has mounted his way in 3rd now. Daniel Mitchell looking for a pass here on Omniquest. He does set it up, and he's side by side with Omniquest coming out of 2 and makes the pass. These guys have found their rhythm.
Some more contact between Alex Witt and Noel Hanna.
And Alex Witt is actually having a connection issue on my end. Oh, as Calvin Ross grabs the wall hard. Caution number 12. Calvin Ross grabbed that wall a ton. he was doing good making passes. His right tire is not moving. Looks like the number 17 of Andrew Almquist was coming down to miss that wall, and his spotter probably told him a little too late.
Just a little bit, yeah. That front right tire is turned sideways on that number 20 car of Calvin Ross.
This has not been his night. He's been involved in a bunch. Justin Johnson's been involved in a bunch. Anthony Rattle's been involved in a bunch. It's going to be interesting to see who is left at the end of this race, as we will be 25 laps to go at the line. You can see that front tire not moving at all as he enters pit road.
Oh, there it goes. He overdrove his pit stall there.
Oh, he may have to reposition again. He is going to use a quick repair, it looks like. And he's back out. Is Alex Witt blinking real bad for you two?
A little bit.
Cody Kern's another guy that we've not really talked a whole lot about tonight, but Cody Kern has made some interesting decisions tonight with racing when it involves side-by-side and putting it 3 wide going into the corners. I consider him probably the most aggressive driver tonight besides Daniel Mitchell. Daniel Mitchell's also been an aggressive driver, but Cody Kern has, I don't know, it's a close race for the most aggressive driver tonight between the number 23 and the number 25 car. What do you think?
I mean, well, every time they're on the track, you know, these two are very aggressive, especially when it comes to short tracks, I find. You know, Cody Kern is, I believe he's only been involved in 1 wreck. And Daniel Mitchell's been involved in a few. But even with those upsets, they're still hanging up there. So, I mean, as aggressive as they are, they're fantastic racers. And, I mean, where they're sitting shows that.
Yeah. But Justin Johnson's another one. I mean, he's been aggressive, but he's also been in a lot of incidences tonight. I mean, he has been in a few fair amount, but I mean, he's still sitting in that in that 3rd position. He moved up 2 spots. He started in 5th. The biggest mover of the night belongs to Rod Sizemore. Rod Sizemore started in the 11th position. So.
As that pace car dips down, Noel Hanna is going to bring us to that Geico restart zone as he's got Alex Witt blinking on the outside of him. And we are back green here at Martinsville as Alex Witt jumps to that inside to try and get position on Noel Hanna.
Yeah, they get through turn number 2 okay. Let's see if we can get through turn number 3 okay. These guys do well. Side-by-side action. Daniel Mitchell, Rod Sizemore there. Sorry, that was Rod Sizemore and Andrew Jamelin. I'm sorry. That was, yeah, Rod Sizemore and Andrew Jamelin. And Alex Witt has taken that front position from Noel Hanna. But Justin Johnson's not going to let it go easy as Sizemore gets around. No caution yet. Caution's out. 14th time of the night.
That's not what these guys want to see.
Right there behind Andrew Jamelin there. Definitely did not want to see it, but it looked like they were just battling for a lane that 2 guys were in at one time, and that's what happens. He probably flat spotted his tires. He is going to go into the pits. That is Rod Sizemore going into the pits. 22 laps to go. Alex Witt has been dominating most of the race tonight as much as he's been up there. And once he gets in that first place position, it's hard for him to lose that first place position. But Justin Johnson and Daniel Mitchell's battling, is going to be battling him most of the race. Noah Hanna is also hungry for a win this season. So we will see where they all end up when we approach that 125 mark, lap 125. And the officials may pull Alex Witt if he continues to blink like that. It may just be my connection with him, so the drivers may not see the same thing. These guys will stay out. There's nobody hitting pit road as of yet. I wonder if that flagman gets tired holding that flag up like that.
He probably does.
So you had who to win this race? Was it Jamon?
Yep.
He's in a good spot to pick up something there at the end. He just has to make it to the end.
Yeah.
Calvin Ross is up to 10th now from his accident earlier. We don't really, I mean, we do have a tough break of the evening that belongs to Sawyer Guerra. He qualified well. He's down 9 spots as of right now. He's actually not even on track. His last lap completed was lap 21. The lights on the Toyota Camry is what I assumed to be a Toyota Camry.
That's
Pace
not a
car.
Toyota Camry.
What is that?
I don't know.
It's not a Ford.
It looks like a. Is it a Hyundai Elantra?
Why would they have that in NASCAR?
I don't know. I'm just asking. That's what the front looks like. But we're gonna bring it down. Alex Witt is in that Geico restart zone and gets the jump on the field.
It's a jump, but it doesn't look like Noah Hanna will take that inside line as Daniel Mitchell, Noah Hanna 3 wide, and another
Cody
caution.
Kern is around. Armand Brousseau is involved in that. Or no, sorry, that was Calvin Ross.
We're just going to watch it from the green flag here. Calvin Ross in that number 20 position. They keep stacking up on that restart there, which is common here at Martinsville.
So I'm being told by the race directors that it's a generic car so that iRacing won't get sued. Although it kind of does look like a Volvo.
It looks like a whatever.
It looks like 12 cars mashed together. That's what it looks like.
Is it a Grand Theft Auto car? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, that's pretty much what it looks like.
I'd drive it.
Enough about that. It kind of looks like a Jester, though.
Enough about that, but throws out a car from Grand Theft Auto. Justin Johnson's in second. He's sitting in a good position too, but Daniel Mitchell is right behind him. But Daniel Mitchell's not going to be able to do what he usually does on these restarts where he hangs back and takes that inside line at the start.
Cheetah was a great car in GTA.
Mine was the Buffalo.
Really?
I like the Buffalo. I like the Cheetah too. What was in Grand Theft Auto 3? What was that Viper looking car?
Oh, the Banshee?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Banshee from Grand Theft Auto 3 got you away
Yep.
from anything you wanted to get away from.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll tell you, my weekend at Talladega was fun this last weekend.
You know, I'm kind of sad I had to miss it, to be honest.
Yeah, but like I told you, there's always April, and
It's true.
I think my dad and I were planning on doing the dirt race next year, where they bring the next gen back to the dirt at Bristol.
Oh, okay.
So that'll be interesting to watch. I don't remember the Rumpo.
Rumpo was the van.
Like the Slam van?
No, like the panel van.
Oh, yeah.
Thing was slow as dog crap.
I almost said something about it, but I forgot while I was streaming. It looks like a blank van, if you catch my drift.
Does. The free candy van.
There it is. Clown van.
Yep.
Alex
Yes.
Witt, Justin Johnson. Justin Johnson's going to be looking for that first place position as he does not get the jump. And Noah Hanna is going to stay on Johnson's left side and not allow him down as Justin Johnson overdrives the corner. Daniel Mitchell is going to get by. Looks like Anthony Rattle is going to get right there with him. And Justin Johnson just blew his shot for a second place finish because Daniel Mitchell will not let him back by. Noah Hanna, Justin Johnson side by side. Justin Johnson does a good job getting around.
Daniel Mitchell gets up into the wall.
And
Which,
Justin Johnson gets thrown right by him. Spoke too soon. These guys have 10 laps to go here, and who's going to win this race? We will find out. Justin Johnson will start hawking
Alex
down.
Martin crashes. Christian Strader as well, which brings out the caution flag again.
16. May break a record.
Maybe. I think our record's 17.
This reminds me of the. Looks like Jason Batby is actually hung up on the wall, or not the wall, but the rumble strip here, as he has to tow because of the low clearance on these cars. Well, we're getting close to the green-white checker territory.
They're trying to brag everybody, saying if we keep it under 20 cautions, we will never see Martinsville again.
Martinsville's just a tough track, especially later on in the race. So when you're at the first part of the race, where everybody's trying to gain a position to get in their groove, and at the last, when everybody's trying to fight for position for a win or just a good position spot for points, it's hard not to try to get into every corner 1,000 miles an hour and overdrive your corners, kind of like Justin Johnson did there on that restart.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, he knows he's got contenders behind him, so he has to do what he needs to do to maintain that position. But you know, he can't overdrive it, because if he overdrives it, that just opens the door for everybody behind him.
Yeah, but you also have to maintain a certain speed. I mean, these cars have 5 gears. Even here at Martinsville, they have 5 gears. So, you know, I know when I race, when it gets later on to the races and I get on old tires, I start shifting down the fourth in these corners, because when I shift, it actually brings the front end of my car down the track a little bit to help me get through the corners. It may not be the smartest move, but that's what I do, and I usually finish okay. It's just hard to stay in 5th gear around this track, because, I mean, the higher the gear, the harder it is to slow these cars down with RPM. So you start shifting, you start slowing your car down with the gears.
Yeah. Use the engine as a brake, essentially.
Yeah, essentially. It'll be 5 to go at the line here. It should be the 1 to go symbol. We'll see the lights on the pace car go off. You know, I just want to. We went. You said that they said in chat that the pace car is 7 different cars combined because they don't want to get copyright issues.
No, it's just a generic car, so that they don't get sued.
Okay, that's fine. I like that. That's an understanding.
And then I said
But
it looked like it was
don't
7
they-
cars mashed together.
Don't they already have a Toyota contract? And don't they already have the Camry contract?
They do.
So why can't they put a Camry out there? Think about it.
Well,
They already
maybe
have the
because-
licensing.
Maybe because they don't want to build a different model for it.
Well, maybe.
Maybe they're just lazy.
You know what? I wasn't going to say it, but thank you. You read my mind. Alex Witt's going to try to get the jump on Justin Johnson again. Alex Witt. Daniel Mitchell is going to get the jump on Justin Johnson as well and take that second position going into turns 2 as Justin Johnson overdrives the corner again. Opens the door for, looks like Andrew Jamelin to take that third spot as, Justin Johnson makes a heavy move to take Jamelin as we have an accident happen behind here. Noah Hanna is involved. A lot of people wrecking in the corner. We are under caution, and we are in a green, white, checkered. And we only have one of those. I just want to take a second, once we get through this, to look at the move Justin Johnson made on Andrew Jamelin. Hold on, that's the wrong wreck there. Stand by. Andrew Jamelin, number 21 car there. Looks like Noah Hanna got loose first. Grabbed Rattle and just gets them around. But I want to look at that move that Justin Johnson made to get that corner. I don't know if you've seen that. Let's rewind that because that was a move of the century here. He goes from the high line now. You're watching that orange car right there with Johnson, the Toyota Camry, on that next to the wall. We're going to follow him and watch what he does here. He slams it inside in front of Noah Hanna, grabs that inside line, and passes Andrew Jamelin, runs Andrew Jamelin up the track, slows him down, and it's chaos behind him.
Everybody just trying to check up a little bit.
I think it scared him a little bit. He may have been the cause of that accident passively, of course, because he didn't touch anybody. But good move by Justin Johnson to take that position away from Andrew Jamelin. And that was a crossover before the crossover happened. Would you consider that a crossover?
I wouldn't call that a crossover.
Yeah, it looked like something. It looked like something out of a movie.
Yeah.
But this will be green, white, checkered number 1. And I think we only get one with this league. So.
Yep, we only get one. Green, white, checker, 1 of 1.
1 of 1. When they go green, the next flag will end the race except for a white flag. I don't know. Out of the 4 right there, I mean, it's anything's possible with these guys. But who do you think will get the win? I mean, Alex Witt dominated, but I don't know. Justin Johnson's looking good too.
I don't know. I mean, it's anybody's game really because these guys are going to be fighting hard. So you know they're going to be super aggressive come this restart. So really, it's anybody's game.
Yeah, we'll see. Green white checkered's going to be underway here as Daniel Mitchell, Alex Witt will lead their lines down. Alex Witt gets the jump as he's blinking in front of everybody. Justin Johnson does as Calvin Ross is wrecking again, and that's it. Calvin Ross is around again in the backfield. Caution is out, and Alex Witt will be your winner tonight. Let's go back and look at that restart, following along with Calvin Ross here. Calvin Ross is that back there in Atlanta. It looks like he may have started in the. He grabs grabs Armin Brusso, and Christian Strader grabs Ross and causes that 18th caution, the 18th and final caution of the race. And Justin Johnson will pick up his second place finish. Alex Witt will be our winner tonight.
Like it's going to be Alex Witt, Justin Johnson, and Daniel Mitchell is going to be your top three.
Yeah, that's what I'm showing tonight. Alex Witt, Justin Johnson, Daniel Mitchell, Andrew Jamulin, and Andrew Armquist in the top 5. Cody Kern in 6th, Chief Blades in 7th, Anthony Rattle in 8th, Rod Sizemore in that 9th position, Alex Martin in 10th, Noel Hanna in 11th, Armin Brusso in 12th, Christian Strader in 13th, Calvin the Fish Ross in 14th, Jason Batby 13 laps down in that 15th position, and Sawyer Guerra did not complete the race, 108 laps down, unfortunately. But that's where we're finishing at. Well, let's talk to him.
See if we can get them here. Alex, this is Rob in the booth. How you got me?
I gotcha.
All right. Well, that was hard fought, caution filled. Probably wasn't the way you wanted to end the race, but you come home with a win, so you got to be feeling pretty good about that tonight.
Yeah, I feel good about it. The racing that we did have was pretty good when we were having it, so I did enjoy that. Hate that I was blinking so much and kind of screwing it up, but other than that,
Hey, it's no big deal. I mean, it may have been my connection to you that's causing a problem, but Justin Johnson was hawking you down. Daniel Mitchell was a problem for you all not long as well. Talk about those times when you went from the back or to the front, back to the back, back to the front. You did that twice tonight. You were eager to win this race, and it showed. Talk about those incidents, if you will.
yeah, just trying to pit for fuel when I could, just to make sure I'd get to the end, because I definitely didn't want to be short on fuel. So just trying to move up the field as quickly as possible, trying to be pretty patient, not wanting to send it 3 wide and cause anything.
Yeah, you were definitely patient, but you were also aggressive. Well, but Justin Johnson was right on your tail. You were worried about him. I mean, he had some issues at the beginning, but there towards the end, he was right there on you like Daniel Mitchell. Were you worried about them getting to you and passing you?
Yeah, definitely on the starts, felt like, had to get a really good start and get down into turn 1 pretty good. But other than that, I felt like I could roll pretty well.
No. You pick up, what number win is this year for you?
I think this will be 3, 4.
It definitely will help your point standings, as you are first in points as of this race. Now, Pocono next week's going to be a little bit of a challenge. Are you good at Pocono, or is that one of the tracks you're pretty bad at?
Well, I've been comfortable at it in the Gen 6 car. The next gen's a little tight, so I'll definitely need to do some practice for it.
We like to hear it. Rob, you got anything else?
No, just congratulations on your win, and you have anything to say to your fans and your sponsors out there?
Yeah, thanks for watching. Definitely watch Pocono. It should be a pretty fun race.
All right. Well, we appreciate Alex, and maybe we'll catch you next week at Pocono.
All right. Thank you.
All right, let's see if we can get Justin Johnson up here. Justin, this is Rob in the booth. How you got me?
Got you loud and clear.
All right. Well, you battled some upsets. You got caught in a few incidents there, but you were able to battle your way through the field, and come home with second place. So, how are you feeling about tonight's race?
Definitely good. I feel like that's probably the position I was gonna get anyway. I got third last week, got second this week, so I guess I got to win next week. Good momentum.
Yeah, Pocono is definitely going to be a track for everybody to to come out and watch and definitely get some practice in because Pocono's a little rough. Now, you had a lot of incidences in the first half of this race. What changed? I mean, I think you found your groove there towards the end, started making your way through the field, and I also want to commend you on that lap, on that pass you made. They're going into the to the second to last caution, which puts you guys under the green white checkered. But that move
that
you
pass-
made. That move you made
it was
going from the
scary. It was scary.
I bet, because that made my heart sink a little bit. I think that action that you did caused everybody else kind of, oh crap, let me just go ahead and spin and cause a caution because I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I was like, well, it's do or die, and I was like, I gotta make the corner here. So it happened, and I ended up getting second. So it's all good.
Yeah, you definitely did well tonight. But back to what I was saying, you went from the back to the front multiple times, but you kept having issues with spins throughout the middle of the pack. So I guess it looked like you probably got lucky, but did you make any adjustments to the car?
Yeah, I made a few adjustments to the car. Yeah, I mean the back of the field's a minefield as it is, but I think I switched the brake bias down about 5%, and it was just helping me in the corners a lot more.
Now, I did notice you started running them corners a little hot on these restarts, and I know that wasn't intentional, but I will say congratulations on your second place finish. You were definitely one of the more aggressive drivers out there tonight. We were talking about that. You were being aggressive, Daniel Mitchell being aggressive, but your aggressiveness paid off over Daniel Mitchell tonight for sure. So,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, congratulations on second place. You have anything to say to any fans out there, your sponsors, anything like that?
Nope. As you guys see, it's just a blank car, all me. So yeah, it was a fun race though. I'd like to show that this league is putting on. I joined about Bristol Dirt, and I've been having a blast every week. So
yeah, we appreciate you being out here, and we plan on showing the rest of the races throughout the rest of the year. Hopefully, I don't know if you'll be able to make enough. If you win every race from here on out, you may make the points to win, but I don't know. You got a lot of movement to make to catch Alex Witt in the points. So good luck, and we'll see you at Pocono.
all right, see you. Thank you.
All right, now let's talk to Daniel Mitchell here. Dan, this is Rob in the booth. How you got me?
I got you.
All right. Well, a little bit of an upset there. You had to fight your way from the back to the front a few times. I know you were battling some black flag demons there with how Alex Witt was blinking in and out there. But you were ultimately able to hold third place. So how do you feel the race went tonight?
Went like a Martinsville race. I've raced Martinsville 3 times on iRacing. Every single time has been terrible. I hate the track. I hate short tracks. It's just not for me. But it went all right, I guess. I finished third. I was one of the faster guys. Definitely didn't mean to wreck Alex there. I already talked to him about it. It was my fault on the stage, but I'm glad we both got back up to the top 5 and finished well. But I wish I didn't get those black flags at the restarts. Every time he was blinking out, I couldn't guess it. He teleported from ahead of me to almost behind me and freaked me out.
So I didn't know that you did catch some black flags then on them restarts.
Yeah, it just kept happening. The first one was my fault. I tried to keep up and I just barely got by him. And since he was going pretty early on the restart zone, I was just a little bit too far ahead. But later on, it was just more of the same. Passing people on the high side. Once I would get up to the top or up to the front too, it would be really hard to pass without moving the car in front. You'd have to get into the rear end, move them up the track a little.
I understand that. Well, I mean, you did catch that third position. Justin Johnson became, he did well tonight at battling you, and I don't know if you seen him coming, but once he was there, he was gone. Did you see him coming up on you? Did you try to prepare for it as he passed you, or what was going on there?
When he passed me, because I went to the back for an EOL earlier. In one of the cautions, I got an EOL, and because he was up there in the top 10, I believe, and I first got by him when he went up the track, and after he made a mistake on a restart, I believe, and I got by him. I got up to second, but then I did the same mistake. I locked up the brakes going into two, or no, into one. Sorry, and went up the track. He passed me, and it was just back and forth because whoever's on the top side has such a disadvantage here on the restarts. It's pretty inevitable that you're going to lose that position. So you want to try and put yourself on the bottom lane, keep it.
Well, Pocono next week. That monster of a tunnel turn. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready. I'm pretty happy about Pocono. I know it's going to be a fun race for you guys to watch. It's going to be a lot of drafting, a lot of pack racing, but it's going to be fun.
I like it. Well, final thing is, I know you got a few fans out there. You got anything to say to them?
Hopefully a win next week, but thank you guys for supporting me for that third place position. That's still pretty good. Doing good in the points, and we'll see how it goes.
Well, there it is.
Alrighty. I appreciate it, Dan. We'll talk to you next week at Pocono.
Hopefully.
All right. All right. Well, that's 125 laps done at Martinsville.
There was painstaking cautions, 18 total tonight, unfortunately. But as you heard these drivers say, Rob, that's Martinsville for you.
Yep. I mean, that's short track too.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, the super speedways are fast. They're tight racing, but short tracks are the same thing. They're fast for their respective, lengths. They're fast, tight, banging and beating races, and I'm excited to see what Pocono has, but this race, I think it was a reset race for a lot of these drivers.
Yeah, I mean, just everybody kind of needs it. Just get out there, race a little bit, and we just came back from Watkins Glen, so I mean, they're used to road courses. They're used to turning right as well. So this is another one of those things just to get your feet wet, get used to turning left again, and then we're off to Pocono.
Yeah, off to Pocono next week. We'll be here on Tuesday night, 7:45 Eastern, 6:45 Central. You do not want to miss Pocono because Pocono is going to be one of those races, kind of like Phoenix. I think we're going to have a very, very close finish at Pocono.
Yeah.
So not Phoenix, but Las Vegas. We haven't been to Phoenix.
Las Vegas.
I don't know why I said Phoenix. No idea. But with that being said, guys, we are going to get out of here. I've got some things I've got to take care of this afternoon or this evening. So with that, Rob, close us out if you will.
All right. Well, I just want to thank everybody for joining us each and every week. I'd like to thank our sponsors, JP Alfonso Studios, as well as Dubby. And the Brook Scrub Cup for allowing us to broadcast, because without them and without you guys out there, we would not be here. So we do appreciate each and every one of you. And just everybody stay safe out there. And I'm ready for Pocono next week.
Yes, I am for sure. With that being said, guys, we are going to end it here. Make sure you'll catch us out next week at Pocono, and we will be live tomorrow night for the endurance race for J2I. If you're into some road racing, we'll be doing that at Donington. Last week's race at Donington with the sprint cut with their sprint series was amazing. I can't wait to see what happens tomorrow night. So, if you will, check us out tomorrow night. We'll be going live at 8:45. Is that right?
Yep.
We're going live at 8:45. So make sure you catch us tomorrow and next week when we go live at Pocono. With that being said, we love you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Sounds good.
This broadcast is the property of the United Racing Network and Twitch.tv. All reproductions of this broadcast must be approved by the United Racing Network staff. United Racing Network does not claim any responsibility for mishaps that may occur while listening to this production. United Racing Network reserves the right to delete, mute, unpublish, and/or move streaming locations without notice. The opinions of the announcers are not influenced by sponsorship, league administration, or any other outside entities. Thank you.